folks, for Sports Talk this morning on Good Day Columbia. And a possible big change could be coming to the NFL when it comes to racial slurs.
Yeah, there's a rule, proposed rule, it's not gone through yet, that they want to be a penalty for all racial slurs or any kind of slur will be a 15-yard penalty, Janet. And I don't think it's going to fly because there's a lot of different scenarios here with this type of rule. But they're talking about it. The NBA has something somewhat
Similar.
implemented, in place. I remember Kobe Bryant was fined $100,000 for something he said to a ref. Kind of a homophobic slur to a ref.
Wow.
He was fined $100,000 back in 2011. So the NFL is trying to do something, especially with the N-word, because that's a big topic that seems to have come up.
Yeah. Now obviously, pro football player, you've been on the field, you know the lingo. Is this very common, these racial slurs? Is it used out there on the field?
Most definitely. I mean, I know all kind of things are being said. People say things about your wife, your girlfriend, your mother, homophobic stuff. So it's out there. That's why I was a little bit concerned with Michael Sam when he comes to the league, knowing that he's the first openly gay player. What's going to be said to him? Guys going to try to get into your head because it's a mental game. And so guys going to throw stuff out there. So I don't understand how, if in fact this thing passes, how they're going to police this whole situation, Janet. But if you ask me, would I like to see the use of that word stop? Absolutely. I think it's because it's thrown out there a lot. For the N-word, it's, African Americans calling each other that on the football field.
And have kind of
Right.
owned, I guess, the word, and it's just like the
Right.
norm. But I think you hit the nail on the head. It's how are you going to enforce this? How are you going to police this? And is this just for players? Is this have anything to do with fans?
Well, no, just players.
Okay.
15, and I'm thinking a 15-yard penalty. Really, what is that
the
going to do?
damage?
But you start slapping fines, like Kobe Bryant was fined $100,000. If you start doing things like that, I think maybe you might get less usage of that word. But it is thrown out there. If you listen to basketball games, you can hear it. Sometimes the microphone
Sometimes
picks
that
it up.
mic is on. Yeah,
yeah,
and now
you
they've
hear
started
it.
doing that with players on the field in football, and
Yeah.
you hear some of those things come out.
Yeah, and they talked about it when sometimes, and I've been a player that's been mic'd before for a game. They put the mic on you. They want to get inside the huddle in the locker room.
heat of
What's
the
been
moment.
said, and you got to be careful, because sometimes you get caught up in the emotion of the game and you forget that I'm mic'd, and thank God they kind of cut a lot of that stuff
Right.
out. But yeah, I don't know, Jenna. The thing is, how are they going to police it? You got Jason Collins back now with the NBA. Michael Sam potentially going to be in the NFL.
gonna be a
And I'm
major
telling you
shakeup.
right now, those coaches, players, they use these words, and especially when you talk about the homophobic stuff. How are you going to police what's been said on the football field, under the pile, when there's a fumble? I just don't see any kind of way they can stop
They can
folks
make
from
this
using
go
that.
through.
No, I just don't
And
see it
there's
happening.
already a policy in place that says, there's no abusive behavior
Right.
and all of that, and that they're saying now, it's kind of already encompassed. We don't
Right.
need to go as far as making it a penalty now on the field.
Yeah, do I want it to stop? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm looking to read an article right here by Chris Bosh for the Miami Heat. He says he definitely want all slurs banned, not just the N-word, but all slurs banned from all professional sports, college sports whatsoever. So the problem is you just can't police it.
Wow.
And I don't see it ever passing. I really don't. I think the idea is wonderful, but will
That's
it go
what I was
forward?
saying,
No.
To at least start the conversation.
Yeah.
Though,
Well,
definitely.
we shouldn't call each other that name. That we all get, hair stands up on my neck. I know when I hear it. So, but when you get to that game, unfortunately, those things have been said, but because it tries to get into a player's head. So we'll see what happens. We'll follow it and definitely give a follow-up topic with this thing.
Corey Miller, folks, here at Sports Talk, talking
That's
about
where it's at. That's right.
possible penalty for the
That's
NFL.
right.
We will keep you updated.